Okay, so today is day 100 of being housed. So this is the centennial um, video of being housed, and it is Sunday, November the 23rd, 2025, and wow, I think this is everything just seemed to align perfectly. But I just I was up at 3 this morning, and it took 2 hours to get the margins correct on the planes and people watching manuscript, and but it has been it's been published. So now it just goes through I believe it's like a 72-hour process where the fine folks at Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing, or KDP, they review it, make sure it meets all their standards and guidelines, and then it goes live. And I am going to purchase it. And so, anyways, I'm elated. If you're unable to tell, this is me, very excited. And if my energy levels seem rather just consistent, I drank a bunch of beet juice that had thyme and cloves steeped in them, and then mixed with a little bit of honey. And so that's, my goodness, I cannot say enough good about how good drinking that beet juice inspires me to feel. But anyways, I got something in my shoe. I want to upload some of the videos that I did, and sure enough, I noted that I think it's my USB-C cord, or it could be the connection on this phone, but I'm unable to transfer the files from this phone to my computer. So that was I don't find these things to be surprising at all. If it can happen, oftentimes it does happen. And I think I have my thoughts on different reasonings why these things do happen. But anyways, so I haven't shared this with anybody. Oh goodness. Well, I've talked to people, and mentioned that I'm writing a manuscript via a pen name, but I haven't really shared too much about any of this, even the plot or anything. And I haven't shared but anyways, you're the only only ones that I've been talking to. So thank you so much. I feel like a personal connection to you, in all honesty. And so when going through the rigmarole and the challenges, and I'd love to, while I'm on my way to where I'm going, and I'll share that with you in a moment, we'll talk about some of the ups and some of the downs, and many of the challenges that took place. But anyways, I am elated to share this with you. Just this moment, this accomplishment, and in 1 year, after many years, over a decade, I'd say about 15 years of writing every single day, and having pretty much nothing for people to see, but just sticking with it. And I've completed two manuscripts in 1 year. And one of the most difficult things about working on different manuscripts is this major disconnect that you have from people. It's when you're writing and you're in a season of writing, it's highly time consuming, but it's also consuming just of your thoughts. Your mind is always elsewhere. Let's put it that way. And it's so difficult to juggle the responsibilities of life and relationships around this. And so when I come to the end of like by the end, I mean the finish line, like it's done. I can always do like another revision of it, but it's like this one's done. It's uploaded. It is, oh goodness, it just feels like you've been maybe serving time on like a school project after work, or sorry, after school, and all your friends are outside playing ball hockey, and you can't wait to get outside, but you also, this is very important. You want to do the best you can with the school project, and you know that everything that you're doing is going to build upon, if you want to go to post-secondary school and then have the career that your heart is set on. It's just, this is part of it, and it needs to remain a priority. And part of the like one of the major learning lessons is keeping priorities and disciplining yourself to put your priorities first. But then as soon as it's done, oh my goodness, the excitement, the elation as you're tying up your shoelaces and you're ready to go outside and enjoying a game of ball hockey that's been going on for hours upon hours. So anyways, I am so excited. Oh goodness, it's been a long haul, and so I get to share with you too. This is the way I celebrate is I'm wondering if any of you can guess, and I'm going to pause for a moment to give you time to guess. For those of you that said the gym, you're correct. So I find like the way I deal with handle situations anymore, like whether it's a success or perceived failure, or whether it's like something that I'm very happy about, it's very beneficial, or it's like a negative situation and a hurtful situation, I've learned to just handle everything the exact same way, which is to continue doing the things that are a proper and a beneficial investment into my life, and to do them as unto the Lord. So going to the gym, it's now become synonymous with a celebration. Whereas before I was conditioned, strangely and very tragically, to have like going to bars and drinking alcohol. That used to be synonymous with celebrations, and now I just see that as just ridiculous. It doesn't even make any sense to me whatsoever. It actually seems like it's the best way to ensure that I never move forward, and to ensure that everything is like destructed by my own hands, or that I'm the one that gets in the way of myself. And we'll pause here for a moment and look at some Christmas lights. But yeah, so I want to do a quick I want to do this regardless, because it's once again the centennial video. So it's on day 100 of being housed, and this is where I want to be. Oh my goodness, like way back in the summer when it was so hot. Oh my goodness, it was so hot. It was just sweat dripping from my face everywhere I went. There was so much rejection in the summer, so many hurtful situations. Oh goodness, a lot of verbal abuse. Oh goodness, all these different obstacles. Homelessness. Ay, that was so difficult to face, and I'm so happy it's behind me, but I'm also very, very happy that I find situations like that, they humble me and they bring me to like the reality of, in actuality that is out there. But I'm just going to show some lights here. But I remember when I was going through all that, I was just thinking, I made a promise, and I had this idea came back in the spring. It was before I was on my way to a friend's house to watch the Florida Panthers playing against the Edmonton Oilers. And this idea that's always been on my heart to help others that are in need. And I was thinking, oh goodness, I don't have the funds for it. But I was thinking, but do I have anything of value? If I have something of value, I could do my best to get that out and to provide a product. And then if I could generate some funds, then I'll just reinvest those funds and do the bless people and then record it. And maybe this will inspire people to do likewise. But also I've noted there's so many people that, goodness, they feel hopeless. They feel like everybody is just ruled by greed and nobody seems to care about anybody anymore. And I was thinking perhaps this can spark like a little bit of light and life into their heart. And so, and then all of a sudden, so I have the idea, start moving forward with it, and all these different things come up. And it was so difficult, so difficult. But the one thing I want to share, so I always want to get the learning lessons out of these, is first and foremost, I will always keep my sights and my focus on God. Every time in my life when I've taken my sights and my focus off Him, oh goodness, my heart is overwhelmed with fear and anxiety. And then in that state of fear and anxiety, it's like it overtakes my my system, meaning I all of a sudden become super anxious and I don't know how to act. I'm unable to think properly. I have paralysis of the thought process, and I start to stutter. I feel very closed in. Virtually, I'm no longer free, and and it hampers and hinders different things I desire to do. I sink into like a state of despair, and then I just start clinging onto this and trying to do that, and desperately trying to do this and desperately trying to do that. Then I get angry because I feel like, oh, no one's helping me, and then I realize, oh, I'm just being selfish, and it's just this terrible state of existence. When I focus on God, I think of when Jesus says in Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and everything else, all these things will be added upon you. And he keeps my heart full of peace. So everything is just wonderful. It's every moment is a wonderful opportunity to serve Him and to to learn more about Him, to allow Him to teach me more about myself, and to do God's will. And I find it is the most difficult life, because to be obedient to the truth, oh goodness, is very, very, very difficult. First and foremost, with my own thoughts, I realized how much hypocrisy were in my own thoughts. And then also, there's so many things around me I just don't want to come into agreement with. I don't believe in them. And I want to be obedient, and I will be obedient to the truth. And then the next one kind of flows from the first one, is I just focused on others. This whole book, the whole, even the Planes and People Watching, is about bringing people that aren't able to or haven't gone on trips, just to bring them along and, and to share some nice moments with them, some pure moments of purity, and just good etiquette, and, and respectful etiquette. And then the meet a need with me, or the help meet a need with me, that's all about blessing others. So I find, like, when my focus is outward and it's on other people, there's really never anything to be depressed about. There's never anything to be sad about, because I'm not comparing myself to anyone else. And I'm just here. I want to see everybody succeed, in all honesty. And I hate seeing all the terrible things that happen in this world. So I want to focus on and pour into all the wonderful things that can repair hearts, that can heal people, and see people lifted up from dire situations, and people have fresh and new beginnings. That's what I desire. And so anyway, so it's been wonderful. And I find the routine, oh goodness, I had those moments And I like using the word arcane, and I'll use it here. But that arcane glimpse, when I faced homelessness, I realized that, I'm on the precipice of something that is much larger and greater than I would have realized had I not experienced it directly. And what it was and what it is you could fall to a state of survival. I realized I was inches away from going to a state of survival, and that would mean that I would succumb to a state of desperation. And so then everything is just about, getting to the next moment, in the next moment. And when you're in a state of survival, you can't plan for the future. So the future is bleak, if even relevant, because everything is just about getting what you need in that moment and surviving moment to moment. So I just kept with the same routine. And so the pickleball, the weightlifting, the long walks, the healthy eating, the pursuit of eating healthier and healthier. Oh goodness, the planes and people watching, the videos to you. That was my connection. You were kind of my connection to others. It's like an electronic journal. And so this is what took place. And this is goodness, it feels like such a long time ago. It's been 100 days, and it feels like almost like a different person ago. And much like when you're in high school and then you go to college or university, and then you look back and you think, oh my goodness, I know that high school was only a year ago or 2 years ago, but it feels like a completely different person ago. And so anyways, this is really something. Really, really something. So I'm just here at the gym now, and I'm gonna go and get a good workout in. I'm gonna do the probably some lighter weights, but I'm also going to use the stationary bike and get a good sweat going. But this is my celebration right now. I'm gonna continue pushing my body and just continue seeking like the pure things and the healthy things in this life, and just honoring God with my body and my mind. And I'm really excited. I'm going to purchase this book, and I can't wait to. I'm actually looking at the library right now, but perhaps we'll have to meet. We'll have a date in the near future, and I'll meet you in the quiet pod in the public library, and then I'll show you the book. Oh my word, it just really is something. It's surreal. I think that's one of the better words, the more accurate words for it. But again, thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me, and I hope you would like to like moving forward. Goodness, there's a lot of abuse, a lot of negative things that we talked about, or I talked about, and they're needed to, if they're out there, they should be brought out into the open, and they should be observed and talked about, and never hidden and swept under the rug. And I hope many people will be helped from that. I know when I used to be entrapped in those things and I was afraid to talk about them, hearing other people talk about them, even if I didn't make my voice known, it meant the world, just because I no longer felt like I was the only one. And but moving forward, it's going to probably be, the way I see it right now, just a lot of smiles, a lot of blessing people behind closed doors or in secret is one of the most wonderful things there could ever be. And oh my goodness, and you just brim and cascade with joy. And I am so delighted to turn the page, not only to a new chapter, but to open up a new book and start a new book. And so anyways, Wow. Again, thank you so much. God bless you and have a wonderful day, okay? Bye.